Welcome to my The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Welcome to my The Asshole Podcast. Oh man, it's a good day. We got a good guest for you. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the peoples.
Well, hey everyone, my name is Nathan. I'm a good friend of Aaron, and in my free time I like to stay active, and for work I'm an engineer, so I see a bunch of wall walkers around, people that don't like to make eye contact.
All right, man. Shoot. So we're gonna hop right on into today's show, man. We have a lot of different interesting topics. We have a lot of interesting different things. If you guys remember, I went ahead and asked you guys to go ahead and ask him some questions. I was like, last minute. I even hit him up. I said, hey, man, last minute, but can you come on the show? You know what I mean? He said, yeah, we can do it. So, your boy is half alive right now and ready to go. But we're going to ask him some questions that were posed by you guys. We do have a thread, and as well as some of you guys' scenarios that you guys went ahead and sent in that you want his advice on and things like that. So, Our first question for you is your thoughts on 50-50 relationships.
My thoughts on 50-50 relationships.
Yep.
In the sense of you're splitting everything down the middle. In the sense that, like, you guys don't have a joint bank account and that you each have your own bank account and you contribute 50% to everything.
Yes.
Very common nowadays. Very, very common nowadays.
The economy.
With the economy, struggling,
course,
who isn't struggling. Personally, I think if people want to do it, that's cool.
Okay.
Not a fan, personally.
Okay.
I'm more of a, if we're going to be in a relationship, like a serious relationship, like marriage and everything, we're just going to have a joint bank account, and my money is your money is my money. We're all going to work together. We're all on the same team going towards the same direction.
Okay.
Okay. But I do know for some people, money tends to be a really sensitive topic.
Okay.
And I can see how for some people it makes them feel more safe or better. But yeah, I think if we're talking about specifically money, that's what I would say is my main take. What do you think?
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm the type of person. I get 50-50. I get why people do it. I get the understanding of, the economy is tough. Everything is expensive. Everything is like that. And I do understand it. But I know a lot of times I walk into a relationship with, I like to go the 80-20.
Okay.
I go the 80-20. The reason being is because I know for a fact that there will be a time in the relationship that she's going to expect me to take on more. And like 50-50 she may be okay with in the beginning.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Definitely, it's not always going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
Right?
Because the thing is like when we're coming into it, look, all right, I have very tough takes when it comes to women in relationships, but I'm always 100% honest on the show. I never hold anything back. My thing is in the beginning of relationships, women will be fine with the relationship a certain way, but then later on, I always tell men that you have to understand that standard is going to change. A lot of guys will sit there and they'll be like, oh, but you were cool with us going 50-50, our first year of the relationship. And it's like, yeah, because she didn't know if she was going to stick around that long.
I agree.
Right?
No, yeah, that's 100% off.
And so
I have a lot of friends that are girls that 100% first date, whatever, 50-50, but then eventually date number 5 comes around and they're like, why isn't he picking up the tab? Why am I still, and I'm like, you did say, you verbatim told him 50-50. I was like, guys are kind of stupid. You say 50. So most guys, you say 50-50, and they're gonna be like, okay, 50-50.
Oh yeah.
I say some money.
I expect that to be the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta communicate. Yeah. You can't have these unspoken, just 50-50 only for the first 3 dates. Asterisks.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I always look at it like, come into the relationship with the 80-20 mindset of you're always going to be paying 80% of the time, 20%. I mean, I always kind of even put it in there like, look, man, if you can do it as to where your girl don't really pay nothing, just set
So
the precedent.
I grew up with a very conservative household,
Okay.
and
Okay.
my dad was always the I'm gonna pay for everything.
Okay.
It don't matter where we're going, whatever. Like, so I grew up always seeing my dad. We go store, bank, movies, whatever. He pulls out his wallet. He pays.
Okay.
So every time I've been in relationships, it's not a question of who's picking up the bill.
Yeah.
I just pay.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a natural affinity. But I understand how, like I said, some people, if they want 50-50, I do agree. I recommend to most of my friends, I'm like, yo, you better pick up the bill, dude. Like, that's what a guy does.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They say they want 50-50, but the reality is they want 50-50 sometimes. Just to seem nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to not seem like a burden.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I always give that kind of advice. I look at it like, dude, there's just no real reason for you to expect.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What if it was the opposite and you had yourself almost like a sugar mama and she was 80-20, but she was paying for everything and you was only paying 20% of the time? How would that make you feel?
I won't lie to you. Because I'm a very, I don't want to say dominant guy, but I'm a very, I enjoy kind of being the planner.
The planner, provider?
Yeah, I like to be kind of at the head of that just because of the simple fact that that's just who I am. I grew up in kind of the same way. My mom worked, but it was a thing where, she worked because it was her money and my dad worked because it was our money kind of deal.
Okay, okay.
And so I kind of grew up in a situation where it's like, son, you got to understand that, even though your wife works or even though your girlfriend works, that's her money and your money is our money. And when you think about it like that, you start to you start to understand how women view money. And when you understand how women view money, it'll allow you to be less mad and upset when they expect you to foot the bill on dates or on things in a relationship, or when they just expect you to kind of, be in that position. It just allows you to just understand, not be upset about it. Because a lot of guys can get very upset about that, and they'll get very mad, and and they'll crash out, whatever it may be. Oh, what the fuck, you said this, and I thought we were, what I mean?
Yeah.
And so learning that early on, and I try to tell guys kind of like, hey man, let this be known as like, this is the reality when it comes to it. But to your question of if I was in that position of a sugar mama, I wouldn't feel good about it.
So you wouldn't cook and clean? She's bringing home $1 million a year. You ain't gonna cook and clean? You ain't gonna take care of the baby?
No, I would let her do it, but at the same time, I couldn't do it. I would just be like, man,
you be driving yourself crazy?
Yeah, I would. I'd feel like a feminist. I'd be like, what the fuck? I need to go out and do stuff. I need to get a job. I can't be here just. What if she leaves me? Because then
you get 50% of the whole shit.
True.
Bears law goes both ways, dude.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
I feel you on that. But I mean, I wouldn't leave. Statistics say that I'm 20% that I'd leave, and she's 80%.
Oh yeah.
what
is it, like 80% of women initiate divorce or something like that? 70%.
Yes, it is.
I think there's also a statistic that women will emotionally cheat before they physically cheat on a man.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I say it all the time on the show that a woman will break up with you in her head before she actually breaks up with you.
Oh yeah. 100%.
That's the reason why when you're kind of just la-di-da, everything is good. Your girl's like,
we need to talk.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I thought we just said plan a trip to Spain.
Yeah, and you're just like, why are you breaking up with me? I thought we were good. Everything is fine. And a lot of guys run into that, and they don't know. They don't know why their girl cheated on them. And I always tell them, I'm like, dude, because she already broke up with you.
In her mind.
In her mind. And that's what allowed her and justified her in her own head that she can sleep with this guy, that she can go on dates with this guy and not feel bad about it, even though she's still dating you. And guys can't grasp that though, and it's one of those things.
It's hard to grasp the first time around, dude.
Yeah.
It takes like experience for sure.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the first time you get her girl hits with, yeah, you know, I'm not feeling it. And you're like, bro, everything was great. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, the vibes are gone.
the vibes
are. I'm sorry. The vibes are gone. Like, what vibes? Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of people, knowing that they want to break up with someone in their head, I have a friend who shall not be named, but he has known now for the better part of a year that he wants to break up with this girl, and he has gone and, you know, cheated on his girl.
Okay.
But I spoke to him and I'm like, dude, why don't you just break up with her? Like you're already doing whatever you want, pretty much. Like why keep stringing her along?
Well, see, the reason guys do that a lot of times is because they're afraid of that girl with another guy.
Why? You already don't want to be with her, though. It's like it's a in my opinion, a dumb reason to stick around. It's like, A, you're wasting your time, and B, you're wasting her time, which is not cool.
Yeah.
Right? In my opinion.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, it's the idea of, you know, you have a toy and you don't play with it no more, and then you see somebody else playing with it, and you're like, I want it back. Wait a minute.
But that's I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying she's a toy, but
I'm not. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's the almost like envy. Like
of course.
Or like you see someone else like, oh damn, I wanted that car. That car's sick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. I don't think for a lot of people it's the toy and seeing someone else play with the toy, because most of the time you don't see people bounce back from a relationship that quickly into another relationship. So that, like, you break up with someone and then you see them together with someone else isn't going to happen that quickly on average.
I would disagree, only because of the concept of monkey branching. Women do that far more than they'd like to admit. Monkey branching is a big thing. They'll be talking to another guy, but they won't let the guy they're with go until the other guy is solid and they got him locked in. And that's the kind
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Right? But to get back to what I was trying to get to, I think it's more of a sunken cost fallacy for people, where they're like, I've already spent 5 years with her.
Yes.
I've already done. She already knows my family. She already knows my friends. Like, we have history. Like,
he's got so much equity in her.
Exactly. Right. That he's like, he doesn't want to start over.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, dude, just be a fucking man and start over. Like, you obviously know you're not going to marry this girl. Stop wasting her time. Stop wasting your time and move on. Like, you've obviously already moved on physically, right? You want to have your cake, you need it too, and it's gonna blow up in his face.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's 1,000 going to.
And it's gonna be spectacular.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, and I'm gonna be sitting there saying, "I fucking told you so."
Yeah. I mean, look, man. I've always known guys to kind of just be the type. For one, guys will not break up with a girl just no matter what. That girl can be the worst. She could be
100%.
She could be cucking him. She could be doing all kinds of stuff. She will not leave that. He will not leave her. And it's crazy to me because what I've noticed is a lot of dudes just don't have self-respect for themselves. And I'm like, bro, have a little self-respect for yourself. What are you doing, man?
Well, some of the younger kids, some of the younger guys, I can't blame them as much because they've grown up with such a neutered sense of what masculinity and what it is to be a man is nowadays.
Okay.
It's not cool to be a guy anymore.
Oh, 100%. I say it all the time.
It's not cool to be.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be toxic or anything in like the weird sense of, you know, but
being
like,
an alpha male.
Yeah, exactly. It's not cool
to
to be a guy. Like, oh,
yeah.
He wants to make decisions. How dare he?
Yeah.
How dare he? He has feelings. How dare he?
Yeah.
What? He's not just gonna sit there and provide, huh? He's not gonna be at my beck and call. No, to the trash.
Yeah.
What?
I say it all the time. Men are afraid to be men, bro. I say it all the time. All right. So, our next one is: do you think women's standards are too high in dating today?
Oh, in dating today?
Yeah. 100,000%.
I don't have the video on hand, but I'm pretty sure almost everyone's seen those videos where they have the app where it's like the girl builds their perfect guy, like 6 foot, blonde, trust fund, makes over $100,000 a year, and they calculate like what percentage of men in the world would fit into that little small snippet of what their dream guy is, and it's always less than 1%.
Oh, 100%.
So, yeah. I'm like, so you're competing with all the other women that are younger, prettier, better looking, has daddy's money, like they're delusional. And I think in part of that has been because of social media, and they see all these people like, oh, it's so easy to make $100,000. It's so easy to just have a 6-pack. It's so easy to just fucking do X, Y, or Z thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And as a guy in the gym, you would know
it's not. It's not.
Having a 6-pack is fucking hard.
It's fucking hard.
Yeah. I agree 100% on that, because I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Mm-hmm.
I
and it doesn't get easier as you get older either. Mm-hmm. It only gets harder.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I know that is something where it's like there are times where I'll have people say that, oh no, their standards are valid and this and that, and I'm just like, how, dude? How?
I would love to sit across from a person and have them say their standards are valid. I have multiple female friends, and I tell them, they're like, is it too much to ask for X, Y, Z, D, blah, 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 blah thing? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, for half of those, yeah. Like, I have another friend. She makes good money. And one of the standards that she has set for any guy that she thinks about potentially dating, he needs to make as much or more than her. Preferably more. And I'm like, okay, well, you're making like 6 figures.
Yeah.
Like,
not a lot of dudes
are making, and then you guys attract all the dudes that are married because they're making that because they have a family to feed and shit.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Then you got to subtract all the other dudes that are just out here fucking around that you don't want to date, right? And it leaves you with a small pool of guys, and they're not the kind of guys you like.
Damn.
So I'm like, you need to change your standards. You need to be okay if you like, you really truly want to find love. You need to be okay with, in this situation where you're going to be the one who makes more. And if you're okay with that and he's okay with that, wonderful. Yeah. But if not, keep looking. And it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. And you're competing with people. She's not young, but she's not old per se. Mm-hmm. She's like 33.
Okay.
Not old, not young. But, she is competing with other guys, with younger girls.
Yeah,
and
that make less money.
And then you ask a guy, and he doesn't care.
Yeah,
he doesn't care. Barista at Starbucks, cool.
Yep.
Waitress,
works
cool.
at McDonald's.
Works at McDonald's, cool.
Yeah.
Like they doesn't care.
And it's funny because women can't fathom that. They can't fathom dating a girl at
They're
McDonald's.
Like, how? How? And you're like, what do you mean how? I don't date her when she's at work. We hang out. We do things.
Yeah, but the thing is her ability to make money doesn't matter because
it does. It's a nice It's a nice plus.
Yeah,
it's cool
because what we talked about in the beginning of the 50-50, but when reality it's 80-20. Like we know we're gonna fit the bill. We know we're gonna.
Like, I know when we go to eat.
Yeah,
you're not gonna pay.
Yeah,
I know that I'm gonna pull out my wallet and pay, and I'm not gonna ask you to.
Oh, 100%.
Now 1 out of 9 times, if you want to be like, I'll cover the food today. Cool.
Yeah. Or we go to the movies. You pick up the movies.
Pick up the popcorn. The more expensive. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Or we're getting coffee. You want to pick up the coffee. Cool. That's cool. But yeah, I do think that their standards are slightly unreasonable, and that's a lot of reasons why you see the common trope. Unfortunately for women, it's like they're late 30s and they're like, holy shit, like, I have a career, but I have no husband. My years of having kids are going away, and I need to start making moves now. And I even told my friend, I was like, look, you're starting to fit into that pattern because one of the first questions you ask on a date is, do you want kids? And if you do, how soon?
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, because no
Pump the brakes, dude. On the first date, you're going to tell me?
You're like, what did he say?
Exactly. Kids? Already? Shit. Yeah. Already? That's kind of rushed, don't you think? Because
this
is the first date.
Yeah, they're like within a year.
Yeah, exactly. So then when I asked her, I was like, so what do you normally tell the guys? She's like, within like a year or two. And I'm like, dude, like,
no.
Bro, no. Like, I'm sorry. The only guy that's going to say that is a 40-year-old guy who's already divorced and already had kids. And he's like, fuck it. Yeah. What's another one?
What's another one? Yeah, bro, I agree. that's one of those things where I'm like, dude, once women get into that scenario, they don't realize, like, dude, the clock is ticking, man, and you wasted all this time. I always tell women, and let me know what you think about this. I always tell women, like, get with the guy and have the family first. You can always go to school later. You can always get the career and the degrees and all that stuff. You can always do that later. You know what I mean? Because school ain't going nowhere, but your ovaries are on their way out the door every single year.
That's true, but you also, just to point this out, it is harder to go back to school and have a kid. While you have a kid, it's harder, right? And let's be frank, most people don't like to do hard things. I'll be 100% honest. Of course. They don't like discomfort.
Yeah.
They don't like, oh, you mean I have to take care of a toddler and go to class and have a husband? Like, they find that so difficult.
Well, I mean, like, when the kid is a little older.
How old? Like, what age?
I would say, like, 10.
That's a lot of years, dude. Well, I'm a dude. I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't want to wait fucking 10 years to go back to school or to have a career. Right? But once again, I'm a dude.
Yeah, you're a dude. And that's what I mean, though. It's once a woman has a kid, I think they tend to be in the mindset of my entire life is built around this kid.
I have a fun anecdote about that.
Okay.
I'll take you back. I do have a brother. He has a wife. And when she graduated from university, I remember verbatim that she said, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. That's why I went to school. That's why I got a degree. Fast forward a couple years, they have a child, and now she has to go to work like everyone else, and she's like, damn, I kind of want to be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. And that's why I say, like, that's what women should do. They should go for the family route first and then go to school later, because if you want to, then it's there. If you don't, it's all good. You know what I mean?
But I get it, dude. everybody wants to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they can, they can do it all, or everyone always thinks there's going to be enough time to do this and do that. But the unfortunate reality in the truth of it is, for women, they do have to choose early on whether they're going to be a mother, right, easily, or have a career, which is unfortunate. For them. It is unfortunate, right?
Yeah,
and I feel for them. And it's not an easy decision, right? Which is why a lot of, I don't know the percentage, but a lot of women nowadays are like, you know what? I'm just not going to have kids. So not having kids is significantly on the rise.
Oh, yes.
Hugely so.
Yes, it is. It is a big thing. I've noticed that a lot in a lot of younger women. Pretty much 25 to
I would say
29.
24 and under. Dude, nobody wants to have kids.
No.
They're like,
no.
Eh.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I don't know the percentage, but from anecdotally, it's like 40 to like 30% of them actually want to have kids. The rest of them don't. They're like, the kids, nah.
Yeah. No, I agree with that 100%, because it is one of those things where when we were younger, that was kind of the thing to do.
That's what you do. You go to school, you get a job, and you find a girl, and you get married. Like, that's just kind of like what you did. But nowadays, that's changed. Like, I had an ex, and she was like, I don't want kids. And she was not significantly younger than me, but a fair bit, like 5 years younger than me. And she was like, I don't want kids. And that was fine. But, it's also was kind of a deal breaker between us. What you got?
So, I did kind of pretty much do like a loose, Google search. And pretty much from what they're saying is that nearly 40% of young women plan to stay child-free. So if you want to put a percentage to the amount of women under 25 that don't want to have children, so pretty much the ages of 18 to 25, 40% of women do not want to child. And that's almost half.
That's almost half.
That's almost half.
Which literally just means that, and that's also not including the fact that fertility rates for both men and women have gone down.
Yeah.
Statistically, year over year, fertility rates for men and women have gone down.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, guys have less and less testosterone
Oh,
nowadays.
dude. Have you seen those? Have you seen those pictures of like high school kids in like the 50s and then high school kids now?
Oh,
The
yeah.
ones in the 50s look like full grown ass men.
Yeah.
And the high school kids now look like teeny little babies.
Yeah,
You're like,
dude.
that's a high schooler? That's an 18-year-old?
I know.
That's a baby.
Yeah,
Like, it's,
yeah. It's insane.
it's insane.
Yeah, no, because there was a thing that was done where they were testing the tea of a 21-year-old of like I think the Gen Z generation.
Yeah.
And then they had obviously test records of 21-year-old in the baby boomer era, and the T levels of someone in the baby boomer era was around like 35,000, and the one of a Gen Z was like almost less than 10. It was like 9,000 something.
So,
To have
a
that-
fucking 60% less.
Yeah, so literally from the 80s all the way to
A
2026.
40-year gap.
Yeah, that is how low testosterone has actually gone. And
That's insane.
Yeah, it is the
That's actually
wildest
insane.
shit ever. You're like, this is the lowest.
So I
records
don't
of
want to be a
testosterone.
conspiracy theorist here. However, one of the things that happens to coincide with that drop and rise in usage is birth control. And when you take birth control, you tend to have hormones, and then the excess hormones get urinated out into the water supply. And our filtration system that cleans your water, doesn't remove the hormones. So I'm not saying there's a correlation or there's a causation, but I do know that there have been studies trying to see if there's a link between the increased use of birth control and the decrease in testosterone in men.
Wow.
They're turning the frogs gay, man.
Yep, I was just about to make that joke. Oh, they're putting frogs in our water, man, and turning us gay, dude.
Yup.
But yeah, dude, and that it baffles me. It's one of those things where it's just like, holy shit, man, the change.
Yeah.
Okay, so, as you know, a short king yourself, like your boy, you know what I mean. What is your go-to when you're picking up a girl? Like how do you go about it? How do you do it?
My
Spit some
go-to
game.
is going to sound very, very bland, but you just got to be funny. If you're a short king, dude, nobody hates and nobody cares how tall you are, how small you are, if you make them laugh, dude. That is the go-to, dude.
Okay,
and in
okay.
social situations, I think it's the easiest. You have good banter. You can't be fucking... If you're a short king, you can't be boring. You can't be like, hi, can I get you a drink? No, you can't have hesitation. The second they see you walking up, they're already like, look at this little guy, dude, coming up to me, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
they're already cooking.
They're already
yeah.
cooking. They're already 50% of you is already written off before you say a word. So you're playing from behind, dude. You're starting the game 0-1. You're starting the game from behind. So
Damn.
you got to get the equalizer, and then you got to get even more.
Yeah.
So for me, comedy, being funny.
Okay.
Recently, a big thing, pro tip, is that a lot of guys are really shy to approach women nowadays, just in general, and not even like a, hey cutie, can I get your number? Like just normal conversation. Oh hey, I like your shirt. I like your tattoos. It's very very cool. Just nice
Basic
conversation. You know, go to the barista. Went to Starbucks the other day. Saw the barista, had some cool tattoos, and I was like, I really like your tattoos. She was like, oh, thank you. And she was like, I have this one too. And she showed me another one on her other arm. And I was like, super dope. She ordered my coffee afterwards. My order was done. They called it. And instead of me having to get up and go grab it, she brought it to me. And I was like, oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. She was like, you compliment my tattoos. First one today, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't got to be weird. You don't got to be creep. But you do have to have confidence, which is something that, like you said, confidence and self-worth that men are lacking nowadays.
Yeah. It is a big thing, man. Because I always tell guys, and maybe you can attest to this, or maybe be against it. But I always tell guys, I'm like, look, man, if you're in the market of trying to get a girlfriend or whatever the case may be, go out and get rejected as many times as possible.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, get
100%.
rejected as many times as possible. Just go up to every girl, that you think is moderately attractive, have a conversation with her, and walk into it like, I'm going to get rejected. And when you don't, you're like,
oh, hell yeah.
You're like, oh, shit, yo. This is cool. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a little something. Let's, and what a lot of guys do now. I see this all the time in those fucking Riz videos.
Oh, those Riz videos are hilarious.
And what a lot of guys do and where they fuck up, and what I tell a lot of dudes is like, this is where these Riz videos go wrong. Is they will be out at a mall, out at an event, whatever it may be. They'll meet the girl. The girl is interested. They walk up to him. They do well. The guy is like, hey, I think you're pretty, blah, 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 this and that. They're having a good little conversation. Can I get your Instagram or can I get your number? And then they do.
Instagram people are more comfortable giving out their Instagram than their number.
Oh, 100%.
So
That's why I say go for your number.
So you say go for the number?
I say go for the number.
Oh, okay, I see, because you're trying to get rejected, so it's a higher conversion rate. Well, you'll get less numbers, but the numbers you do get, higher conversion rate.
No, well, yes, but also I look at it like, ask for the number, because if she gives you her phone number,
she's actually
interested in you. If she's willing to everybody has her Instagram, bro. Everybody,
that's true.
Everybody's got her Instagram.
Yeah.
But if you can get her number, she's going to be far more attracted to you just off of that. And the thing is a lot of people say, oh, but Aaron, a lot of girls want your Instagram because that's kind of like your business card, or
it's your resume. It's low-key your resume.
But my thing is look, if she has your phone number and you guys have been talking for even a day, and she puts her FBI hat on and Googles
she'll find you.
Yeah,
she'll find you.
That means she's interested. She's interested in you.
The level of insanity that they will go to find you, dude, is crazy.
And that's how you know a girl is actually interested in you, bro. If you get the phone number and she Googles you. If she Googles you, bro, she's going to... Yeah, that's how you know. But my thing is what they do is they'll be out in these public areas and they'll get a girl's Instagram or they'll get a girl's number and stuff like that. And then they just walk away. And I'm like... Oh, yeah. What are you doing? You start the date there. Are you doing anything right now? Let's go, get some food. Are you doing anything right now? Let's go shopping together. Or let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's walk around. Start the first date, because the thing is, dude, odds are if she's pretty enough, there's going to be at least 2 or 3 guys that are going to walk up to her that day and ask for her number, ask for her Instagram.
Or guys that she found more memorable.
Yeah, she already forgot about you, bro. She already forgot about you. So the thing is you start the first date or the first hangout right then and there. And a lot of dudes are, oh no, but like, that's weird. Oh, why would I do that?
Well, how's that weird, dude? You just spent all this time, energy to get her number.
Yeah.
To introduce yourself, right? A second tip, I guess, once you're already talking to a girl and you're going on your first date, if you can have your first date go through to multiple places, different locations, shows a lot of effort, and they love that.
Yeah.
And fun fact, statistics have shown that when you go to multiple locations with a person, you build faster rapport with them.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That does make sense. And then also it shows your ability
to plan.
Yeah, to plan, to lead interactions, to kind of take charge in that way. Because if you have everything all planned out, ready to go, and she's kind of just along for the ride, she's like, dude, wow, shit, what's next?
Most of the time, I gotta fucking decide,
Yeah. Or they're never, and I mean ever, do the whole, what do you want to do?
No, what do you want to do?
Never, ever do that. The moment you do that, bro, she's just like, I'm gone. I'm out of here, dude. Like, give the excuse call.
You can save the what do you want to do once you're in a long-ass term relationship and It's a Friday night and they're like, my friend invited me out, but like, I kind of don't want to go. And she goes, what do you want to do? You know, and you're like, I don't really fucking care.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's long-term relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then she won't care.
Then she won't care. She's like,
yeah.
That's sunken cost fallacy.
All right, so now that we kind of got to know a little bit of you, you know what I mean, your thought process, you're all warmed up, ready to go. We're going to get into today's thread, and we're going to get into the people's situation. So I'm going to ask you the question, and then we'll get into their responses. So what is the most disturbing thing that a partner has ever said to you?
Disturbing?
Yeah, where you're like, what the... Like, you're literally...
What did he say?
And you just couldn't believe that she said that, or that she did that, or that...
Well, I try to make sure I don't go out with that many crazy girls. So, not
Hey,
a whole
man.
lot of... I know red is the color of love, but man, when it's a red flag... When it's a red flag, it's a red flag. You gotta
Yeah.
learn to walk away.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah. I guess not disturbing, but the one, I guess, that threw me for a loop. I had a girl tell me that she wanted a threesome, but 2 guys,
Oh!
1 girl. No, it gets worse. And she wanted to watch the 2 guys fuck. Yeah.
Wait,
As you can tell, that relationship didn't last long. And that wasn't a relationship. I was just talking to the girl.
so she wanted to watch you and another dude smash another girl.
No. She wanted to watch me smash another dude. And that was it. And have her watch.
Oh! Whoa! Hold on! Okay!
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yep.
Yo!
Yeah.
She said that to you?
I said, wrap it up. Call it a day.
No way,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. And I was like, well, you can keep looking because I'm not that guy.
Wow.
I was like, you're cool, but
not
that cool.
Yeah, wow, bro. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Oh, man, damn. Okay, I didn't know this was thrown on me. Shit.
Yeah, you know.
This is your show, bro.
Tag team.
Okay. The worst thing that's ever said to me, man. Honestly, like you've said, I don't really date, too many crazy chicks like that. But
I heard they grip though.
oh man,
Bro.
bro,
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, so there was a time where I was dating a girl. Well, not even really dating a girl, but we met on
Went out.
Hinge. We
Yeah,
met
you
on
went
Hinge.
out, you know, yeah.
Yeah, she was a nurse.
Okay,
She worked.
yo,
nights.
nurses are 100% freaks. They
I know,
follow the
man.
stereotype, dude.
Woo.
At
Yeah.
first when you read the memes, you think it's ha ha funny,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then you see all these girls you used to know, and you're like, yo, I know you in high school, and you was a freak. You're a nurse now. I was like,
Yeah.
you go to any rave, and they're like 80% of them in the medical field, nurses,
Yeah.
pediatrician, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah,
What
it's
are you doing here?
insane to me. But yeah, so she was a nurse. She worked nights like I do and stuff like that. And so that's kind of something we bonded on within the dating apps and stuff.
Okay.
And so then I got her out on a first date. First date was fantastic, man. We had a great
Mm-hmm.
conversation, all that good stuff, whatever. She was like, hey, I want to see you before I go to work. And I was like, for sure, come on over. So she was on her way over. She calls me and she says, oh, I need to pick something up before I go there. And I'm thinking, okay, she's probably picking up maybe like some snacks.
Snacks,
or
food,
whatever.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She gets here and same thing, like it was for you, how I went out and I went to go get you.
Yeah.
And so I went out there to go get her. She parks and I'm like, so what did you have to go get? And she pulls out a little tiny baggie and it's got some white stuff in it. And I was like, what is that?
pull out some party favors.
She said, oh, I just had to pick this up, so we can have a good time. I'm like, no. What is that? She said that is crystal meth. And I said, wait. Why did you think that was cool? She's like, oh, wait, you don't want to have fun? You don't want to party? And I'm like, no.
No.
And so,
No.
and okay, this was her reasoning for picking it up. She was like, you don't want to get laid. And I'm like, I do, but
Excuse
not
me?
on crystal meth. She was just like, oh, well, I thought you were cool. And I'm like, not with that shit, bro. You're not about to bring that into my house.
Bro,
Like,
honest to God,
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Not a similar story. I have been at a party where I was talking to this girl, and she was like, yo, let's go in the bathroom. Let's have a good time. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go. And she pulls out cocaine. And I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. We're in college. You wanna experiment? You can do that.
Yeah.
But me, I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I left her be, right? But, dude, the amount of times, you'd be surprised how many people are recreationally doing drugs.
Yeah.
Especially younger generation,
Yeah.
like it's a lot.
It is.
a lot.
It is a lot. It's funny because you know they know who Alex is and everything. He's been on the show and he's a long-term guy. But it's funny, he and I were talking about like the whole weed usage thing. Like back in the day when weed was illegal, the THC levels were very low.
Oh,
So-
dude!
But
Bro,
now
I've heard
it's so high.
I've heard the exact same thing
Yeah.
from friends who partook before it was legal and still partake now, and they're like, dude, like they're like, I'm a little bitch now. Like before,
Yeah.
you got something that was like 12%, 20%. You're like, damn,
Yeah,
that's some
yo.
good
Yeah,
shit.
That's the gas. That's the
Now they're
gas.
like, I don't get my dick don't get hard till 80, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. And some people are just doing straight THC.
See, oh yeah,
Yeah.
straight out the womb, fucking
Yeah,
THC.
and I'm just like, bro, that's insane.
Insane. How do you function?
I don't know.
How do you
I
function?
really don't know, man. All right, but we're gonna go. That has been our worst, most disturbing things a partner's ever said to us. So let's hear you guys'. All right. So our first one is when his mother left him in the car for 4 hours in the desert to gamble in a casino. He finally got so hungry and thirsty that he ran out of water. He went to he went to security, and they had to announce her name to get her. She was angry at him for embarrassing her. Bro, your boyfriend's mom is insane. Like
That's like abuse.
yeah.
Yeah, that's child abuse. What? Like, huh? That's degenerate gambling. That's child abuse. That's child endangerment. Like shit. I know it's an older person because back in the day, yeah, that's unfortunately more common than it is now. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
dude, them
what
slots, dude. That's just, one more hit.
Man, that should be addictive. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So, what is the worst thing your partner has ever said to you? I only punch walls so I don't punch you.
What did he say?
Bruh,
If you gotta do
no. You need to stop.
yeah,
Leave.
yeah,
Leave.
yeah. You need to be Goku.
That's
yesterday.
that is a case waiting to happen.
Oh yeah.
That is.
yeah.
Look, I get it. Men aren't taught how to emotionally regulate their emotions, and 95% of the time, a guy feels anything other than anything that isn't happiness or sadness, it's anger. You know, but you need to figure out a better way to deal with that, dude.
Yeah.
You cannot be
Yeah.
fucking telling your significant other the reason I punch holes in the walls is so I don't fucking hit you.
Yeah, and honestly, ladies, you leave.
Yes.
You don't try to
The
change
same way,
this guy.
the same way that we said that men need to have more self-respect for themselves, that goes for you too.
Yeah.
Dude, have more self-respect for yourself. Leave. I don't care if he could change. I could change. No, dude.
Yeah.
People show you who they are, and that's who they are. And if they change, that's cool. But you should not go into a relationship or continue a relationship on the idea of who they could be. Like, oh, they have so much potential.
Yeah.
Potential doesn't matter, dude. If you watch sports, you'll know potential doesn't matter because every year, in the NBA, there's a new first round draft pick, and they're like, oh, he has so much potential. But the percentage of guys that have so much potential that actually turn into the guy, it's 2 out of like 100.
Yeah.
So don't ever think that just because someone has so much potential that they're going to be a great investment. People will show you who they are and take who they are at face value.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's been a lot of times where, and it's crazy because they did a Netflix documentary on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I need that.
It's called, I think it's like My Worst Ex or something like that. I'm
Okay.
sure you might have seen it on there, but it's this girl. It talks about a few women, but there's a girl and she's dating like this dude. He's super attractive, this and that. But I mean, he's doing everything under the sun. This dude's bringing other women home. He is beating on her. He's fucking stealing her car. He steals money from her. Everything. But because he's attractive, she's like, oh, but like,
But
you know,
like he looks so
said-
good on the gram though.
Yeah, he said that he was gonna, and I'm like, bro. So it's one of those things where it's like, and I'm sure you've seen that thing where they were like, this guy made a dating app profile and he put in a really attractive guy on there, and in his bio he said, you know, I went to jail for beating women and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
And he got over like 800. Yeah, and so it's one of those things where it's just like, dude, as much as you can give that advice of just like, ladies leave, they love to just be Ray Charles for like an absolute gorgeous
It's because they love a project.
dude.
And they also they're like, I can change him. Everyone was different, but me. I'm her. I can change him.
It ain't gonna happen to me.
Not to me.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one. What is the worst thing that a partner has said to you? When we broke up but remained friends. Okay, that's where you fucked up. And he had a relapse on drugs, alcohol, and was arrested and taken to a mental health ward. I called his parents from interstate, and they came down to help me with the fallout. We spent the weekend refreshing his house and making it nice for him to return home because he neglected it.
That's an awful lot for you to be doing for an ex.
Man, dude. It was deep clean between the three of us. I booked all his appointments and stuff for him, cleared the place of alcohol.
Somebody wasn't over him.
Oh, hell no.
And continue. Sorry.
And brought new bedding in for him and set it all up. I also helped him write a budget at his request. After his parents left, and he was home safe and sound, I had spent the night in his guest room. He told me that night that he was glad that we broke up, otherwise one of us was going to kill the other. Yo, I knew right away that I wasn't safe with him anymore, and I stayed up the whole night and left quickly in the morning. Blocked him on everything without a word and never looked back. Woo!
Yeah, the mental relapse and the mental breakdown, the drug relapse, all wasn't the sign that you really needed the hey, you could have died.
Yeah, it took imminent death for her to be like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, maybe I should leave.
Yeah,
like, no.
But you know, the crazy thing is that statistically, the most dangerous person you'll ever meet in your life is your significant other.
Yeah.
Dude, you're like the number of crimes of passion, like domestic violence, anything of those natures, the influence that they have. You know, just like we said, you know, someone you meet that you're talking to can influence you. You know, oh, dude, I do crystal meth only the one time, and then boom, you're a crack addict.
Yeah.
Life down the drain.
Yeah.
You know, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
The company you keep.
It really is. It really is. And it sucks because, you know, women get so attached to like the person that they're with or that they've been with, and it's so hard for them to kind of like let them go, you know, morally, where it's like they're done with them romantically, but they look at it like, oh, you know, I still care about them as a person. Oh, I still want to help them out. Yeah. And they get stuck in these kind of positions where it's like, holy shit.
They don't want to be cruel.
Yeah. And a lot of times I'm just like, you should be.
Sometimes it's a little bit easier for the guy, and you know, like if you're just kind of mean.
Yeah.
You know, because the guy's always like, nah, dude, she's still kind of nice. Like, they're, like, in the back of their mind, they're like, dude, maybe. Like she still wants me. She said this, and she's here. She still cares for me.
Yeah, she did all this for me, dude.
Exactly.
That totally means, it's like a guy in the friend zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, she touched my hand, bro.
Dude, she touched my hand. You don't get it.
Yeah, she touched my knee, and my knee is close to my dick.
Our knees touched.
Yeah.
Her hand brushed my ass.
Yeah, bro. It's like, come on, man. She stood next to me when we were talking. Like, you saw she sat next to me, bro. Like, and that's kind of the situation where it's like, dude, you kind of got to just let them know. Because a lot of women know when a guy likes them, or when a guy is, you know, kind of in that situation of like, oh, she's trying to rekindle it, and it's just like you kind of gotta just be straight honest and go. You just gotta go.
Yeah.
All right. What is the worst thing that a partner has ever said to you? I love you, but I don't see me ever marrying you 8 years into a relationship.
This sounds very similar to what I just said earlier about my friend. So, more context on that. He said, and I asked him why, because I had a discussion with him. He was like, I don't see myself marrying her. She doesn't. I don't see her being like the mother of my children. So then I was like, dude, why? I was like, okay, when you break up with her, don't say that. I was like, that's fucked up. That's mean.
That's a nuclear bomb.
That's a nuclear bomb. That's a key your car.
Yeah.
That's you have a bad week and a bad month.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone said that to their partner, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have some fucking decency, dude. Like, to know, like, there's just some things you shouldn't say. That's fucked up.
Yeah. And honestly, dude, it's one of those things where it's like, a lot of guys get into a relationship just because they don't want to lose the sexual access of it. They look at it like...
This is true?
Yeah, they look at it like, oh, man, you know, she does this for me, though, but she does that for me. And it's like, nah, bro, it's not that she does this for you. It's because it's easy sex for you. And that's what a lot of guys don't want to lose. And it's just like, bro, be willing to lose that.
Be willing.
Yeah, be willing to lose it, because the thing is, it's going to be easier for you to go out and, you know, find a girl that you actually want to be with and that you actually like, versus you know.
Settling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. All right. Okay, we're going to do two more, and then we'll hop into announcements. Then we'll get into you guys' specific scenarios. So what is the worst thing a partner has ever said to you? So for context, I have a disability that literally changed my whole life at 25. I learned how to walk again. Wow. Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
But I use a cane. I had to reprogram my whole life, my goals, being at the prime of my life, and suddenly my spine collapsed on itself like an apartment building collapsing. My partner met me after my accident and had accepted me as is, so much that he will literally pick me up and carry me when I can't walk any further to the bathroom. I have a twin sister who is perfectly healthy, owns her own condo, makes $1 bazillion a year, and super important job. My father took him aside and said, "You picked the wrong one." Damn. That broke me when he told me what he said. I literally felt myself break. Dude.
He told her?
He told her dad that. He told her dad.
Her dad told him that he picked the wrong one.
No, the dad pulled him aside. And then he said to the dad, "I picked the wrong one." Yeah.
He told the dad?
He told the dad that. The dad pulled him aside, and then I'm sure as like
a joke or something.
No, he probably pulled him aside, being like, "Hey man, you know, like this is a lot. Are you sure you want to, you know, stay in this relationship? Are you sure about this and whatever?" And he told the dad, "I picked the wrong one." God damn. Like, bro.
Yeah.
I can see how she's just like, that's the worst thing a partner could ever say.
That's pretty fucked up, dude. I got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah, dude.
That's bad. That's up there with the pretty bad.
Yeah, my thing is, bro, I've been in this situation, okay? My ex-fiance, she had POTS. And if you don't know what POTS syndrome is pretty much your body does not have equilibrium. And so whenever you stand up, you're immediately dizzy.
You like vertigo and stuff?
Yeah, well, you're just
dizzy?
They
like
say
off balance?
They say you're allergic to gravity.
Okay.
So your body just does not have equilibrium at all. So the moment you stand up, you're off balance. The moment, you know, you like turn too quickly, you're
falling over.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. So she had POTS and she dealt with it. it. The thing is we didn't find out about it until like the middle of our relationship. So we were together for about 5 years. So about maybe 2.5 to like 3 years into the relationship, we had found out about that. Went through so many hospital visits and concoctions of medications and all kinds of stuff. I mean, there were times where I had to leave, early from work because she was passing out in the middle of the night. They didn't know if she was breathing, this and that. So it was a big thing. And so, I always tell guys that, get into relationships with women that have chronic illnesses or things of that degree. Bro, you have to kind of be honest with yourself, and you got to ask yourself, do I want to deal with this potentially for the rest of my life? And if you love her enough and you're willing to do it and willing to get, do that and stuff like that, then great. And you do that. But if you are having that honest conversation with yourself and you're like, I can't do it, break up with her immediately.
Yes,
and just
because
let her know.
It's better for you. It's better for her.
Yeah,
you don't waste
man.
your time. You don't waste her time.
And she doesn't find out in such an egregious way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I chose the wrong one.
Yeah, dude. Because that's how it goes a lot of times. They find out in the most egregious ways, and then that's how the relationship ends, instead of coming to him and being like, hey, look, I love you and I care about you, but you know what I mean? Everything that's going on and stuff like that, I can't keep up with it. I just can't. I can't do it for me, and I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hold you back, but whatever So, and honestly, that was a question that I had to come to terms myself when I was in that kind of relationship.
How long did it take you to come to terms with that?
Well, when she got it around, like I said, our 2.5 years, 3 years, I did it for maybe like 6 months, 7 months. We were in and out of the hospital. We were, dealing with medication concoctions all the time. I had to leave work, because she was passing out, emergency rooms, all this kind of stuff. I even, would be at work sometimes, and then her job would call me and be like, she passed the fuck out, dude. Like, get over here. We need you because the ambulance is here and they need her medical card and whatever she's allergic to and this and that. So I was like, this is going to be the rest of my life. Can I do this? Can I deal with this? And for me, I looked at it like, well, the years that we didn't have that, and weren't dealing with this were some of the best years of my life. And honestly, just because this is tacked on, I feel like I can do it. You know what I mean? I came to that and I made that decision to stay. And so that's how we did, end up staying together for another few years. And obviously the reason why we didn't work out was because she broke up with me more of like, she's like, I see this stressing you the fuck out. And I see that, this is, and I'm like, I get that. And I'm coming into this knowing and understanding that there's all this stress and that I've already had this conversation with myself. Yeah, I've already come to terms with this. But I didn't tell her that I came to terms with it.
She felt that she was a burden on you and she didn't want to be a burden on you.
And she left.
That's rough.
Yeah, so that's why, whenever guys come to me with that kind of scenario or situation, I'm like, dude, I was there with you, man. But I always give them the extra bit of where I fucked up. Tell her that.
Tell her, yeah. Tell her, communicate it.
Yeah, tell her that. Tell her that you came to that conclusion.
Like you came to this realization and conclusion and you decided you're okay with it.
Yeah,
This is the pill you're willing to swallow.
Yeah, because I didn't do that, and that fucked me up later on. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what am I doing? So... yeah, man. All right, but that's going to go ahead and be the thread, man. You guys let us know what you thought about all of those down in the comments, as well as the, things that we talked about even before the thread. I'm going to hop right on through announcements, then we're going to get into you guys' scenarios. So, patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Get that exclusive episode every single month, as well as our free episode every single beginning of the month. And then, audio listeners, thank you guys so much for the downloads and all the support you guys have been showing there. Keep downloading the episodes as well as rating us 5 stars on your preferred platform. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as subscribing on YouTube. All of that helps out tremendously, and it's for free, baby. All right. We do live streams every single Monday, so definitely come out and hang out on the live streams every single Monday. We just chit chat and play a game and have a good time. It's a hoot and a hoot nanny. So come on down, hang out, and all that good stuff. We will live stream on YouTube, TikTok, as well as Twitch and Kick. So come on down, check that out. Everything is linked down in the description, all that good stuff. So get tapped in with us, and thank you for all the support. Let's get on into today's scenarios for today, though, because we got some interesting ones sent in by you lovely people. It's always an interesting day in the office. So our first one is they have a question. Why you lose interest after sex? Okay. So, have you ever been genuinely interested and romantically engaged with a woman and then lose all spark and interest after you have sex? Why? What changed for you? Unless the sex was really bad, which honestly I still don't think is a deal breaker, because if you like someone, then you learn how to have good sex together and learn what you both like. So, why would you lose interest after having sex?
So, I'll acknowledge. If it's bad sex, a lot of the times, that can be a big cause. Right? I've had an ex before we hooked up. She's like, yo, if we have bad sex, like, this is over.
Okay.
I was like, oh. Okay.
Shit.
Let me put my A game on. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit, this is an all-star game.
Yeah.
But
he's in there in the bathroom.
like,
come on, man.
Get it done.
You better not jump on me.
This is game 7.
Yeah.
This is game 7, fourth quarter, final minutes, last shot. You got to make this shot, dude.
Damn.
No, but for some guys, it could be the chase. Some guys, they're not infatuated with the person as much as the chase.
Okay.
And then also, a lot of the times, there could be a lot of sexual attention that gets built up, right? And then it's a release, and then they're like,
yeah, she wasn't all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she wasn't
exactly.
all that.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of the mystery is a part of the I forget what it's called, the
allure.
The allure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Of like, ooh, like this new person, like they're so new, like a new toy, fresh.
Okay.
And a lot of that gets washed away once you have sex, like,
Yeah, because I mean, you kind of got to the pinnacle of.
You reach the mountaintop.
Yeah, and you're at the top of Everest.
And
it's
you're
like, all right, man, cool, I did it.
Yeah. And sometimes it's like, all right, cool, I did it. I'll do it again.
Yeah.
This is a comfy mountain.
Yeah,
I could get used to this.
Yeah,
But for some guys, it's just like, on to the next.
Yeah. And I look, a lot of times, for women, you guys got to understand that for a guy, sex ain't that emotional.
It's not.
We look at it like taking a piss, bro. We like sex is just not that emotional for us. Like for us, the emotional side of things, like if you want an emotional equivalent for men, right? For women,
I know what you're gonna say.
For women, the emotional is like sex and connecting your bodies and stuff like that. For men, it's acts of service. It's you doing shit for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know what I mean? Oh, babe, I saw you washed your clothes, so I went ahead and folded them because I know you ain't folding them. Oh, I made you some food. Or
making food?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It ain't a joke when they say a way to a guy's heart is with food.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Ain't a joke.
The way to his heart is through his stomach.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's acts of service. If you want that like actual connection with a guy, acts of service will get you through the door every single time. Mm-hmm. And it is crazy how many times women miss that because they think that relationships are symmetrical when they're asymmetrical. We want different things.
Yeah.
Like guys want sex, sure, but that's not what emotionally connects us to a woman. The thing that emotionally connects us to is like when you start doing things around our house, we're like, man, I can't let this girl go.
So I have a buddy. Funny you bring that up.
Okay.
A buddy. He'd been dating for a while, gone through like 4 or 5 girls, right? And he started dating this girl. And I'll be honest, I was like, kind of not all that, like that's cool, dude. Like, whatever you want. He had just gone through like a bad breakup, she was the third girl he was like dating, like on a date with.
Yeah.
And I think on like their second or third date, she was like, oh, I brought you homemade cookies, and that was it, bro. They're married now.
Damn.
That's it.
Damn.
He was like, she made me cookies, bro.
It's that simple.
Damn.
As easy as some fucking cookies, dude.
Mm-hmm.
As easy as some cookies. Yeah, dude. It really comes down to something as small as that.
And then to top it off, they move into later. Fast forward, they move in together, and he's like a year and a half into the relationship. He's like, I'm gonna marry this girl, and I'm like, what? He goes, dog, I come home from work, and there's a hot meal ready. Damn. He goes, I don't gotta wash my laundry.
Damn.
He was like, I I don't know what else I can ask for, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, bro.
Yeah, men are extremely simple when it comes to that, bro. Like the most smallest things. You know, even if the cookies don't taste good, we still are like, yo, that's wifey, son.
Mm-hmm.
That's wifey.
He's like,
son.
I get a packed lunch? Shit.
Oh, yeah. Anything that you see him do begrudgingly, do it for him. Anything that he does begrudgingly, do it for him. And I swear to God, he is going to be like, you know what? That's the one, bro. That's the one, man. Like, goddamn. You know, sex, silence, and sandwiches, bro. As misogynistic as it is to say, bro, it's the truth, man. It is just the truth. All right, let's get on to our next one. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the comments. All right, so I caught my boyfriend butt naked with another woman, and I never expected his reaction. I, 27 female, was on a medical emergency leave to take care of my bedridden grandma for a week about 8 hours away from the place that I live. 3 days of my leave, my brother presented himself to take care of our grandmother, since he resigned from his work and took a short break from corporate. I didn't call or text my boyfriend to surprise him as I bought a lingerie so we can spice things up. My elderly neighbor called me that same day, said he saw my boyfriend with a woman who entered my apartment and left a few hours later. I told him, keep an eye if possible, take a photo of the woman so I can see who he's messing around with. When the plane landed, my neighbor called and said they're back, but he thinks they're drunk and getting low-key lovey-dovey while walking to my apartment. He sent the photo, and that was enough proof that my boyfriend is really cheating. I don't know what to feel. I don't know, or I don't want to confront them. I don't want to beg. I don't want drama. So I rushed to my apartment and still surprised him. As I was walking up to the front door, I saw unfamiliar sandals that don't belong to me or him. It was from my ex-boyfriend's side piece. I opened the door with my spare key and walked slowly towards the bedroom. I saw the living room so clean and well organized. He's been cleaning around my apartment as I was approaching my bedroom. It wasn't even closed all the way. And I see him on top of her, and busted into the room. So me, I can't believe you did this. Well, actually, now I do. Him, oh, you're back. I thought you'd be gone for a week. You should have told me. That boy doubled down. He was like, I thought you were gone. I was stunned and never expected this kind of reaction. Him again. Well, anyways, I've been sleeping with this chick for a few days now. Yes, before you get mad or anything, I cheated on you. It wasn't a mistake. There is no reason for me to cheat on you, but I still did. It's just I am so used to this kind of life. Don't worry, I already packed my things the day you flew to your sick mama. I just used your apartment as a love motel. I am terribly sorry for wasting your time, your money, and your love. I hope you find someone better than me, which there are. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and I will disappear like a bubble. I actually never loved you. I just like the feeling that someone really cares for me. But your coochie rocks, though. As he was dressing himself and replacing the bed sheet and cleaning what's left of their deed on my own bed.
She belongs to the streets.
He belongs to the streets.
Belongs to the streets.
Yo! Like,
Hold up.
This man doubled down. He's like, you know what?
He said, I'm caught. We're going to double down. We're going to lay it all out.
Yeah.
He said, I love you. You're ugly. This shit rocks. Fuck you. Thanks for the fucking hotel. I'm low-key a sociopath because I just told you all this to your face and didn't care. Like, but this is who I am. Yo. Later, I already knew where this was going. I wasn't even going to hide it.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
He was adamant about that shit, and he was just like, "Damn, I thought I had a few more."
Damn, that
weeks.
boy was fucking active, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
Wow. Look, man.
I'm sorry you went through that. That sucks.
Yeah, I am. I am very sorry. And I'm sure for her, she was just like,
what
the fuck?
Imagine you'd be so fucking stunned. Imagine
Yeah.
your girl says that. Crazy.
Oh, bro.
I'd be sitting there like,
I would crash out. Just
bro,
because she's so calm.
And it'd be a valid ass crash out, dude. Like, cause they're so calm, and you're like, what the fuck you mean? It means nothing.
Yeah. Why the fuck are you so calm about this?
Exactly.
Why the fuck are you so cool about this?
Why are you so professional?
And she's just like, whoa, dude, chill.
Whoa,
like,
whoa,
it ain't
like,
that
it's
serious.
not that serious. Like, I never loved you. That dick good, but like,
You know,
this is who I am, bro.
Yeah, I gotta have multiples. You know,
Otherwise I don't feel nothing.
Yeah, damn.
That's crazy.
Hot dog down the hallways type shit. But yeah,
God
dude.
damn.
Wow. Woo! Thank you for sharing, cause man, goddamn, it just shows you the ruthlessness of people in the world, man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? Because what this show, it's funny. I always say this, and I always say this to guests and stuff, because they a lot of times walk away from being on the show like, holy shit, the world is so much bigger than where I am, my geographical location, and the people that I know. You know what I mean? And when you start to realize, like, yo, these are real people. These are real situations. This happens. You walk
That's the
away.
kind of shit you see in movies, and people are like, "There's no way this happens in real life."
And they're
does.
like, "Oh, it does.
It does. It does.
Yeah, it's the wildest shit." And look, I've been doing this podcast for 3 years now, and honestly, I've seen everything. Everything under the sun that you can think of. Like, wives will write in and they're like, yo, my husband cheated on me with a man. They're like, my husband gave $30,000 to an OnlyFans girl, and
$30K.
yeah. And
$30K.
And they have the receipts to show everything.
30 fucking bro.
To an OnlyFans girl. They'll go into debt for these women, all this kind of stuff. They'll be like, yeah, he brought an escort home and said, let's have a threesome, and don't get me wrong, like, there's been it on the other side too. You know what I mean? Women have gone crazy as far as, like, there was one woman, she went on a trip, right, to, I think she went to Europe or somewhere around. She went to Europe, Spain, somewhere around there. And then she called her husband and said, I'm not coming back.
She found Alfonso.
Yeah, she was like, I met a guy out here. I'm not coming back.
And
he's
he's
like,
in love.
huh?
He's like, oh yeah, by the way, take care of the kids.
Yeah. They were married for like 10 years plus. They had 2 kids, and the kids were younger than 10 years old. I think they were like,
I was joking about the kids. Holy shit, dude.
No, they had kids, everything. She went out on this trip, and he let her go and everything. And she was just like, one phone call. Oh yeah, I'm not coming back.
Bye.
Yeah, she's like, I'm living in another country now. You're like, yo, there's no fucking way, bro. So, hey, man.
Oh, bro, I'd crash out, dude.
Oh, I would too.
I'd crash out so hard.
She just left you with the kids, dude. Like, bro, hey.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, like I said, people walk away from this podcast and they're just like, the world is insane. And all that shit that you would see on, like, Maury and yeah, I'm telling you, man, that shit still happens, bro. It still happens. It's insanity to me, man. It is insanity to me. All right, you guys, let us know what you think about that one in the comments, man. Let's get on to our next one. Okay, what do? I think my boss's girlfriend hit on me. Do I tell him? I'm 19 and I work for a really small company. It's really just me and him. I do pretty basic office work like scheduling, invoicing, etc. I've been working for a year now and he's a really good guy. Today his girlfriend dropped by the office and I saw her for the first time. We were all just chatting, working, and my boss had to step out and run a quick errand. Immediately she pulled her chair close to me and started asking weird personal questions like if I had a girlfriend. She likes my tattoos, and finally she asked for my phone number. I asked her why she needed it, and she said just to keep in touch, with a wink. Seems really happy with my work and haven't seen him praise anyone like you before. And that's what she said. I told her, give me a sec. I have to finish up this invoice for work, and just tried to stall her till my boss got back. Thankfully he did, and he didn't ask. She didn't ask for it again. I don't want to give her my number, and I definitely don't want to do anything that'll make my boss angry / fire me. So do I tell him what happened, or do I just leave it?
That's rough. That's rough. That's. I don't envy your situation. I'll tell you that, man.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Hell no.
Oh shit! Because if I was in that position, dude,
You. I want to say you tell your boss and you do the right thing, but I know, like, just
that could still go bad.
no. I'm not. But like, think about it. Like, put yourself in the position. Your employee says your girl hit on him. Who are you gonna believe? You're gonna believe your employee, or you're gonna believe your girl? You're not gonna believe your employee.
Yeah.
You're gonna believe your girl. Your girl's you're gonna ask. She's gonna be like, hey, did you hit on so and so? She's gonna be like, no, he's crazy.
Yeah.
And then your bitch ass, at worst, is getting fired. At best, you're not getting fired, but now you're in the fucking doghouse, and you're never getting a promotion. You're not getting a raise. You're not getting no opportunities.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like,
that's very true. My thing is, dude, get her number.
Oh, okay.
Text her, and then show him the text messages. And you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna go the route of telling him,
if you're gonna, if you're gonna tell him, I agree.
Yeah, let her kind of tell on herself, because that there's nothing more incriminating than actual evidence, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because the thing is, look, if you don't get her number, she's gonna every time she's at the office, she's gonna
try.
Yeah, she's gonna try you. She's gonna be doing these things.
And if you deny her, unfortunately, she could always just make accusations about you and your character, and then it's over.
Oh yeah.
If you say no to one too many times, she could just be like, he hit on me.
Yeah.
And then it's over.
Yeah, or he touched me.
That's even worse.
Even if you didn't do it.
Even if you didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a slippery slope, dude. Like, a lot of people like don't realize how quickly an accusation from a woman can change your life as a guy.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, we see it all the time. And obviously we see it, you know, on the extreme of, like, you know, rich athlete or, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We see it to the extreme, but it's like it can happen to just
anybody.
Ordinary guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I say, man, the best course to go about it is give her your number. Go ahead and, you know, text her and stuff like that.
But do not be flirty, dog.
No.
Be platonic as fuck.
Let her be.
Let her dig her own grave.
Yeah, and then you just show it to him. Hey, man, look, you know, I got her number just for communication reasons.
No, even she asked me for my number.
Well, see, again, that goes into the whole, you know, he might not believe her. He might not believe him on that. Like, I don't know. So I would spin it like, oh yeah, no, I got her number for like work reasons, this and that. And so, because I think he would kind of be like, why do you have her number? For what reason did you even get her number? Yeah, it's so that if you kind of preface it like, oh yeah, I got her number, you know, for work reasons, stuff like that. When she
I get you.
When she was in the office, you know, I know she helps you out, stuff like that. So if I ever need her, you know,
if I need to reach you through her.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff like that.
Reach you through her, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of want to preface it so that way there's a justifiable reason why you have her phone number in the first place. Then, like you said, you be platonic, let her be flirty, and then you're like, whoa, dude, like, your girl's been texting me some weird stuff. Like, I don't know what this is.
I'm trying to be very professional.
Yeah. And then he can kind of take it from there, because then he's just like, what the fuck have you been, why have you been texting him this stuff? Like, he showed me the text messages. Why are you doing this, blah, blah, blah.
Now, that is what I think the right thing to do is.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was 19, right?
Yeah.
If you want to be young and dumb, I'm not going to blame you.
Get you some booty.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. I gave you what I would call, we gave you what we would call the older brother advice.
Yeah.
The responsible, what you should do.
100%.
Now, if you want to be a degenerate, if you feel it in your heart and you don't care, you do you, boo-boo, but just know there's consequences to actions. Mm-hmm. Just understand that before you make decisions. Yeah. That there are always consequences to your actions. And understand that, are you okay with those consequences?
Yeah.
Now, not what I recommend, but just so he's aware, he does have all the options here.
You do.
You know, and like, you know, everyone does young and stupid shit when they're young.
Oh, of course. You're young, dumb, full of cum.
Yeah. That's the one, yeah.
And look, man, if he's as successful as he is of a guy, I'm sure she's bad.
Oh,
You know?
I'm sure she's bad, bro.
Yeah. So I can understand like the temptation in that, where you're like, damn, bro, I would, out of respect for my boss, though.
Exactly.
Me, maybe not.
You know, and if you really like your job, dude, then don't. Like, you know, like we said,
yeah.
what we recommend, the honorable thing to do is don't get involved. Let her dig her own grave, and then show your boss and be like, hey, I want to come to you with this. You know, I got her phone number for work reasons in case I couldn't reach you through your phone. You know, I know that she lives with you or she's with you sometimes, et cetera, et cetera. This is what she's been texting me. I want to bring it to your attention. I am not reciprocating in any fashion. You know, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. I mean, dude.
But the general always exists, bro. You know, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to say what you should do, bro.
But I mean,
it'd be a funny story.
100%.
That'd be a great story to say at parties.
When I was 19, man,
Bro, me and the boss's girl.
Yeah.
Shit.
We would, if you know what I mean. All right, you let us know what you think about that one in the comments. All right, on to our next one. I did a little experiment, and I have a little sympathy for men now.
Oh, what they go on dating app, dude?
I'm sure. Let's see what's up. To start, I'm a 20 female. So basically, I did a dating app experiment. I've heard guys say girls get hundreds of swipes and choose from a lot of men.
It's a smorgasbord.
Yeah, and are lucky if they get a 2-month or if anything at all. So the results are... the results were exactly what men seem to be talking about a lot lately. I made a girl profile with a semi-attractive woman and got likes, numerous swipes within the first hour, overwhelmingly a lot. I did the same with a guy profile with a decently attractive man, and I got like 12 likes within a few days. I also swiped to see how long it would take to swipe through people to get matches as a man, as the man profile. And it seemed pretty exhausting, not gonna lie. My results were that a lot of women were looking for short-term or not serious hookups and friends with benefits. Lots of bots, people that were just weren't attractive, 100 to 200 plus miles away, and a lot of young single moms who don't want more kids. I'm a single mom, so I'm not judging that, just pointing it out. And as a decent looking woman myself, I know we get hundreds of swipes per month. Men have flat out admitted to me that they have a tendency to spam swipe through, and they're not exactly looking for people's profiles because as a woman, because women have a lot of guys and be like, oh, you have 100 or oh, you're 100 miles away. And I'm like, yeah, it says it on my profile, right? I will say though, that I understand their frustration with getting getting barely any likes and swipes compared to women. We have a lot of choice. We have a lot to choose from, but it seems like men don't really have a lot to choose from in the grand scheme of things. From the thing about dating apps is that they have to swipe on you and like you back. And then once you get that, then you have to get a date, and a lot of people on both sides like to check out once you go on the date. And then once you have a commitment talk, a lot of people don't want to commit in dating in 2026 and foreseeably. The near future sucks ass. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I mean, dude.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
Everything you said is correct.
Yeah.
Everything.
Like
everything.
Women really don't understand how hard it is for guys to just get attention from average women. It's very hard,
especially because average women also have delusional standards, like we mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah. At the top of the show, we mentioned just women are absolutely delusional.
They want that top shelf liquor.
Oh yeah.
They don't want that medium tier shit. Not even that, like, not bad, but like lower end. Get the job done. No, they want top shelf only.
Yeah. And dude, it's just one of those things where it's it's funny to me every time I see women experience women the way men experience women.
It's all night and day. They're like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
No wonder they beat women. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. There's sometimes where I'm just like, yo, I can see why these motherfuckers be beating on them. Like, I don't condone it.
I don't condone it,
It's like
man.
you can see why, because the frustration is just there. And it's funny because the biggest thing is talk to female what is it? Matchmakers. Talk to female
dude.
matchmakers, bro. I swear to God, when you talk to female matchmakers, they sit there and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't do this. I cannot fucking do this. I just, this is too much."
Yeah, because they have one, like, guy could be perfect for them. 4'5" or 5'6". Too short. Next one.
Yeah. Oh, he was a little too talkative on the
Yeah.
date. He wore something a little.
Yeah, he wore purple.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Yeah, he didn't wear something that fit the vibe of the restaurant that we went to, even though it was an expensive ass restaurant. It's just, it's like they get nitpicky about a lot of things, and it's funny because a lot of female dating coaches as well as matchmakers, they only take men as clients now. They're just like, we cannot do women anymore, and it's.
I have an interesting. Sorry to cut you off, but
Oh,
I
no,
have
go ahead.
an interesting thing. Recently, I saw a video on YouTube that they did an experiment trying to crack the dating apps algorithm.
Oh, okay.
So they try to figure out what things that you do as a person increases your odds. So because it's an algorithm, it's an AI bot that pretty much decides who gets shown to who, right? Like the A tiers get shown to the A tiers, the C tiers get C, then an A, and then a C, then a B, then a C. So almost like in chess they have a thing called ELO. Your dating profile has like an ELO score.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's how they categorize who you're gonna see and who's gonna see you,
Okay.
right? And everything you do affects your dating ELO. If you get a match and you don't talk to him or talk to them, it goes down. If you get a match and you do talk to them and it goes well, like it's a lot of back and forth, it goes up, right? So you become a more popular face.
Oh.
Right,
And
that's
I'm sure,
how you get those standout profiles.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then when you pay for the boost, right?
Oh.
You're just artificially boosting your ELO for a short amount of time. They go, okay, he paid $15. We're gonna bump his ELO 200 points for an hour.
Yeah. When really, in reality, you paid for a whole week.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Wow.
And then the crazy part, dude, is that they also your dating profile isn't only registered to like your email or phone number; it's registered to your IP address of your
really?
phone. Yes. Yeah.
Why do they do that?
So because they don't want people to make multiple accounts. They don't want you on your phone to have 5 Aaron accounts, but just have a
Okay.
different last name.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it's also to try and stop bots. People that
Okay.
do bots, like bots are rampant all over the internet. I
Yeah.
think I saw a statistic that said majority of the internet interactions are now bots.
Wow.
Yes, which is why the internet doesn't feel like it used to. And I know you. I've been around. You've been around.
Yeah.
The internet used to feel different 10, 15 years ago.
Because everything you interacted with, there was another
The
person
person,
on the side.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like a bot.
Or it's some AI thing that you're
Exactly.
talking to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, that's crazy. That is really crazy. I mean, dude, honestly, these dating apps, I always tell dudes they're a losing game.
They're a
man.
losing game. They're just trying to. Think about it from a business standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the business of getting people together to stay together, right, and you're charging for that, it's a losing business because you're not going to have recurring customers.
Yep. Yeah.
So
you want people
using
coming
that,
back.
You want it to be
Yeah.
recurring.
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is a lot of people who have kind of cracked it and everything, they're just like, dude, the women are the product and the men are the customers.
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They look at it like, dude, we don't want the men to find the product. We want them to be looking for the product.
Constantly looking.
Yeah.
Constantly hitting
But
that swipe.
Yeah, but
swipe.
they never find the product. It's
Yeah.
like going to the grocery store and you're like, where's the milk? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's over there.
And then they give you the
go over
runaround.
there, and you're like, where the fuck?
And they're like, oh, no, it's over there. My bad. We just moved it.
Yeah, yeah. And they're like, okay, cool. And you walk over to the other side, and now it's produce. And you're like, what the fuck? Where is the milk, bro? And
Give me my fucking milk.
yeah, you're constantly just all over looking for it, and you'll never find it, but it keeps you there. Dude, it's insane to me. And that's why I tell guys all the time, I'm like, dude, just don't even do it, man.
Don't even.
It's not worth it. Go out, talk to women, get rejected.
You get higher results. Get rejected. You should go out, be on a weekend, be like, I'm going to get 10 no's today.
Yeah. Yeah, because odds are you'll get one yes in there.
Mm-hmm.
Even if, like, look, you get the yes, and then you try to set up something and she flakes on you. Yeah, even if that happens, like, dude, you still went out there and you still, like...
You're just still getting reps.
Yeah. It's like working out, dude. You know
reps.
What I mean? Yeah, you just build it, and you'll be good. Eventually, you'll find that one and, like, shit
exactly
works out. Everything's good. And honestly, women want that. They want a whole natural meeting.
They do. They want the little meet cute.
Yeah.
We were at the coffee shop and he saw my matcha order.
Yep. Honestly, look, I've gotten it. Okay, you know how I asked you, what is kind of like your go-to when it comes to like getting a girl? This is one that I love to go to all the time, and. A lot of times, like, if the girl is with a group of friends and stuff like that, the girl that I am actively going after, I won't acknowledge her. I'll go to the friends and I'll
you'll talk to all the friends.
Well, no, I'll say, hey, your friend that just left. Mind you, she's standing right there. Your friend that just left. And I'll point at her to make sure she knows I'm talking about her. And I'll say, your friend that just left, is she single? And they're going to look at you like, what the fuck? And I'm like... Yeah, is she single? Because I want to know. That way when she comes back, I want to talk to her. But I want to make sure she's single. She doesn't have a boyfriend or anything like that. And a lot of times they'll be like, yeah, she's kind of single or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, shoot, you're back. Hey, I was actually talking to your friends about you. I wanted to know, if you had a boyfriend or if, you were single or whatever. Maybe we can go do something. And honestly, I've had so much good luck with that. It's crazy. Now, they ask, okay, what if they're not with their friends? A lot of times I look at it like they want that like meet cute kind of thing. So
yeah, they want a funny story. They want something.
Well, what I'll do is I'll run into them multiple times. So there was a time where I saw this attractive girl at a grocery store, right? And so I hit the aisle that she was on, and I was like, oh, good morning, and she's like, oh, good morning, and I was shopping, and then so I see her, she bends, I go ahead and bend, I see her go down the aisle. I don't need nothing down that aisle, but I go down that aisle anyway, and I'm like, are you following me? And she's like, no, I'm not following you, and I'm like, all right, coincidence maybe. I'll happen to find her at another aisle, bend that aisle, I don't need nothing on that aisle, go down the aisle. Oh my, we keep running into each other. This must be fate or something. And they'll laugh and whatnot. And then you talk to them, you get to know them. You want to kind of create this like almost serendipitous, like the universe is throwing us together.
The universe is orchestrating this.
But you're the one orchestrating the whole fucking thing.
You're the man behind the curtain. In The Wizard of Oz, you're the guy behind the curtain.
Exactly. And when you do that, a lot of times she's going to feel like, wow, hold on, this is just some... serendipitous, like the universe energy, my crystals, told me
Don't
today.
get me started on crystal girls, dude.
I mean, look, most girls are gonna be into astrology, crystals, all that kind of stuff. And when you're able to kind of weigh on that and
they eat it up.
Oh yeah, they love that.
If you know your sign and just what you're compatible with and not compatible with, they eat that up.
Yeah, dude. That's a big one. But that's what I'm saying. It's like try to make it as much of a movie moment as possible, because you may look at that and be like, bro, that's cringe, and that's just not to them. Not to them. It is not cringy to them. To them, they are like, oh my God, guess how I met this guy?
It
like,
was crazy.
Yeah, like
he happened to be down the same aisle 3 times.
Yeah, like it was just crazy to me. I was like, there's no way like we would meet on the same aisle 3 fucking times. Like that was insane to me. So I gave him my number. We started talking. He's a pretty good guy and this and that. And I could be the type of guy that she would probably never even go for. But because of how I set it up, she looks at it like, this must be something. I gotta look into this.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. It's just like these whole idea of the meet cute, like he said, go for that. As cringy as it may seem, go for it, dude.
They love it. They eat it up.
Yeah.
They eat it up.
All right, we're going to get into our last scenario. You guys let us know what you think about that one. Flakiness needs to stop, and it's ruining the dating market. What do you think? I, male 27, downloaded Hinge a week ago. Bad idea, brother. I'm generally decently attractive and got 20 to 30 matches within 5 days. Within the week, I received 10 numbers to schedule dates. I specifically told them I want their numbers to set up a date. I send a text. Some ignore, some are out of town, and some accept. I don't over text and keep the conversation light with some flirtation. I send a text the day of, like 5 hours before the date to kind of confirm. Of the 3 I have scheduled so far, all 3 have ended up in women have canceled with an excuse after I text the confirmation. This one girl knew the entire day she was going to, she wasn't going to make it and still waited until I texted. The other 2 also knew and had no apparent intention of going on a date, but I still told me with an enthusiastic yes. It's very disrespectful and soul crushing when I'm looking forward to something and then someone just backs out lies to me regarding their intent. If you want free attention, just leave it on the app and don't give someone your number. Be actually an adult and don't waste people's time or tell them that you are no longer interested. What are your thoughts on flaking?
Highly, highly, highly common. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
I have a buddy on the dating apps, and he gets a lot of matches.
Mhm.
Right. That boy's ELO score is up there.
Oh shit.
Right. I don't know. He says the right things, bro. I don't know. Dude, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. His conversion rate of I have a set up date to actually having a date, I think it's like less than 5%, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And like I tell him like, yeah, dude. I was like, that's tough, dude. I was like, I'd be pissed by now.
Oh, 100%.
I'm
Yeah,
like, bro,
dude.
you fucking go through all this work to like think of a date that she likes, that you think that she'll like, and that she says she'll like, and a time that works for you, that works for her,
Whew.
and then, right, not show up.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. I can understand it.
Yeah, especially if
frustrating.
you've already like prepaid some stuff or
Oh yeah, like you're
Yeah.
doing an escape room or something, like something small.
Yeah.
Or you have to buy tickets for something.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
That's the worst.
Yeah, man.
Shit, I don't even like it when people flake on normal shit, dude. Like, I'm gonna
Oh,
hang out with you, bro.
100%.
Oh yeah, we said we're gonna hang out. Let's hang out, dude. Like, why the fuck you lying? Like,
Yeah,
like shit. If you don't want to hang out, just say no.
Exactly.
Like, you don't
Just tell
have to
me.
fucking string me along, dude. You can
Yeah.
just, you could just be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna hurt nobody's feelings.
No, it's
You could be
not.
like, hey, I gave you my number, but like, we're not clicking no more. And like, to be honest, I kind of don't want to go out anymore. Cool.
all done.
All done. Thank you. Save your time. Save my time. Move on to the next.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just what it
Highly,
comes down to.
very, very common, dude. Very
Yeah.
common.
Yeah, and it comes down to the fact of just women have so many fucking options, dude. They'll just
Bro,
go,
they have so many options.
they'll
dude.
go with the best option. They'll
Yeah,
be like,
I'm sure you're not even the only date that's scheduled that day.
Oh, 100%. She probably
Especially-
flaked
she-
on you because
she liked another guy more.
yeah,
Which is
and he was like, "Hey, I want to see you today," and she's like, "Oh shit, let me go ahead and cancel
so
this
this,
last
and let
minute."
me go hit him up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's the truth, and
yeah,
it's sad, but like we said, don't be on dating apps.
yeah, man. And honestly, it's like you're a lot more memorable when it comes down
In
to
person.
And yeah, when it's
And
in
most
person.
guys come off better in person, anyways, dude.
Oh yeah, because when she
Dude.
can hear your voice, and how you
inflections,
talk.
how you talk, the funny shit
Yeah.
you say, you know,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. You know, it's more memorable, dude.
Yeah, the amount of girls that I've lost through like text messages,
Oh, dude.
because they don't understand like how I'm saying
Hanging it-
something.
the inflection that I'm trying to say.
Yes, they're
like,
just like,
they're like, he just read. They read it like, really?
yeah,
And I'm like, really?
exactly. I'm trying to be like, what? No,
No way. And they're like, no way.
what the fuck?
Fuck.
You're
What do you
putting
mean?
no energy into this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you not see
Did
my
you-
3
did you exclamation marks?
Yeah. You're like, bro, come on, man. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's just like, dude, like, you're never going to combat flakiness. You're never going to change women when it comes to flakiness.
Nope.
Because they just have too many options. And they're always going to go with the best option. If you may think you're that best option for her, you're just not. And honestly, that's why when you come to date, that's why he said you always have multiple locations to go to. That way you start with kind of a low effort location.
Little coffee,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
and
a
then
little
you
something.
go from there. 'Cause
Yep.
If
And
you
you
can
the
get her
date,
there,
the date can evolve.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. If you get her to
There.
the coffee, you're like, okay, cool. Now we can go do the
now
fun
we can
stuff.
go something else.
Yeah.
Like you're having a good time, you're vibing, you know, like oh, like I know an arcade or something, you know, or like
Yeah.
I'm kind of hungry. You want to get some food?
Yeah, or hey, you know what? Let's go bowling. or
Yeah,
let's go.
You know,
do this,
there's
do
a
that.
pool hall right here. Like
Mhm. That's kind of like the best way to do it, man. Because
also, pro tip: walkable spaces. Women
fantastic.
love walkable
Yes.
spaces.
Open air
knickknacks,
malls.
little knick-knacky shops, little
Yeah.
little ice cream stuff. Like they love all that, dude.
yeah, always go somewhere where there's one like close by.
Yeah.
I always do that.
Always, dude.
Yeah.
Strategic. You gotta be strategic.
You really do. You
Yeah.
really do. I mean, even if it's just an ordinary mall, women love shopping in general. So if you
Oh, yeah.
go to a mall and just kind of let her
Shit,
window shop,
Americans love shopping, bro.
100%.
In general, dude, for
Yeah.
sure.
But you know, you got to understand, hey, women hold 80% of the debt. You know, so they love shopping. It's one of those things where it's like, if you can take a girl into an area where there's a bunch of shops and stores and all that kind of stuff, and you just let her shop, she's going to ask you, oh, what do you think about this? And, oh, what about that? And you kind of get into it, even though you're not really into it, just get into it. Oh, you know, that looks good on you. Oh, yeah. Even if it doesn't. you
Another
just-
pro tip: if you're shopping, if you let them build an outfit for you, they love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
They
yeah.
love that
yeah.
shit.
Tell
dude.
her, hey, what do you think I would look good in?
Yeah, they love that shit. They
Yeah.
eat it up.
Yeah.
Also, a pro tip: if you're in the mall by yourself and you're perusing and you see a pretty worker that works there, women love
Oh,
dressing men, bro.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
a go-to move,
That is a
dude.
good one.
That like, hey, like I have an event coming up, kind of give them the style you're looking for, like business casual, this whatever, like I'm having trouble making an outfit. Would you help me style an outfit? What you think I'd look good in?
Yeah.
They love that.
And then
Then you start bantering, you start
Yeah,
talking,
yeah.
you got a yes and, yeah.
And then, at that point, you just be like, okay, you think this looks good? Yeah, this looks
good.
great.
Cool, I can wear this on our first date.
Exactly. Boom, baby. Boom. And they're like, oh.
Okay, shit. Well, I mean, they've already spent the last 15, 20 minutes
Getting to know you, talking to you. Yeah, they're already
Right.
comfortable with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you've already broken the ice, everything. And at
Mhm.
that point, dude, she has no reason to say no.
Yeah.
She's got
Yeah.
no reason
And
to
if
say
she
no.
says no, cool, dude. You move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how that is, man. But all right, that's going to be today's episode, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed having our boy Nathan on the show and his opinions and takes and all that good stuff, man. We went over a lot. And let us know what you thought about things in the comments, all that good stuff. Give your boy some good feedback, all right?
Let me know if you guys want to have me back.
Oh, yeah, man. He can come back. We'll definitely have him back. We'll work on it, getting him back and all that good stuff. And, yeah, man, we love you guys. Appreciate you. Is there anything that you have for the people before we get on out of here?
Stay strong out there, guys. Take advantage. The World Cup's going on right now. There's a lot of people visiting the United States.
A lot of foreign women.
A lot of foreign women. A lot of
Yeah.
watch parties. Just go have a good time. Make some new friends. You never know.
Yeah, man. All right. We love you guys. Appreciate you. Well, I'll see you guys on Thursday for our book episode. We'll be going over Sweet Venom. So definitely stay tuned for that. And, yeah, we're out of here. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace.